What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Pitching Ninja's filthiest pitches of the day. I am Pitching Ninja, and I'm here with a sleep-deprived Will Leahey. What's happening, Will?
Ninja, we had some unbelievable gems thrown yesterday. None better than Seth Lugo's complete game, first of his career. Guy looked awesome. We spoke to him at the All-Star game. You had a great chat with him. He showed a couple of his grips, if you will. But Ninja, what did you see from Lugo yesterday?
For one, it was way more than a couple of his grips. He gave 12 pitch grips in 20 seconds. We'll show it right here. This was mind-blowing to me. Just ridiculous. And what I saw from Lugo is his ability to work in almost like a painter using the right color, the exact right color. He needs all these pitches to paint his masterpiece. And yesterday, it was a masterpiece. Use the exact right pitch. He varies arm slots a little bit, using the right arm slot, right location. He's a thinking man's pitcher with just filthy stuff. He dominated yesterday. He whipped out his split change, which he doesn't throw that often. He also had these curveballs and sliders. And I love this. Before the last pitch of the game, with the fans yelling, "Let's go, Lugo." I mean, he said he got fired up. He got goosebumps. Sick stuff. K's the last hitter. Wins my K-prop parlay. Everybody party. Seth Lugo, you are the man. Here's a pitch breakdown from Seth Lugo. And look how long this is. He just throws everything, including the kitchen sink. Love watching this guy pitch. I love seeing him have a breakout year because he was constrained in the reliever role. When you have this many pitches and you have to work in the exact right pitch at the exact right time, it is a waste to have him as a one-inning guy, which is what the Mets did.
Yeah, Ninja, I was psyched he made an All-Star game because I think he was a liked Met, not particularly beloved. But if you look, he's got a 3.3 career ERA, which is basically between Zach Wheeler and Justin Verlander. I know he was coming out of the pen for a lot of that, but he's been a good pitcher, and I'm glad he was rewarded with an All-Star team this year.
Yeah, and an outstanding guy. I mean, you talk to him, he's just no nonsense, matter of fact, a little bit of a smart ass. But yeah, I mean, I'm a big Lugo fan, and y'all should be too. He's been outstanding this year and is in Cy Young contention. He faced Drew Thorpe, who actually kept the White Sox in the game all game. He had 5 Ks and 6 scoreless innings, giving up only 3 hits. He had these sliders and changeups. Now to the rest of my whip around the league. The Brewers beat the Twins 8-7. Aaron Savali had 4 Ks and 4 1/3 innings, giving up 5 runs, had this cutter and sweeper. He faced Joe Ryan, who had 6 Ks and 6 innings, giving up 4 runs, and had these splitters and sweepers. Jake Irvin was solid again yesterday. He had 7 Ks and 7 innings, giving up 2 runs as the Nats topped the Reds 5-2. He really dominated mostly with his heaters, not really much with his curveballs. And he faced Andrew Abbott, who only had 1 K and 6 2/3 innings, giving up no earned runs, and he got his K on this very elevated fastball. Tyler Phillips had 3 Ks and 6 scoreless innings as the Phillies shut out the Pirates 6-0. He had this 2-seamer, curveball, and sweeper. I'm kind of rooting for the Pirates here, Will. I want the Pirates to get in the playoffs so you can see that outstanding pitching staff go at it.
How can you not be?
He faced Marco Gonzalez, who had 4 Ks and 4 2/3 innings, giving up 2 runs, and his changeup looked good as always. Miles Michaelis had 3 Ks and 6 innings, giving up 2 runs, and had these sliders as the Cardinals flew past the Braves 6-2. He faced Spencer Schwellenbach. Let's go to Schwellenbach, Texas. Salesy, Raylo, Freed, and the boys. Schwellenbach had 8 Ks and 6 innings, giving up 4 runs. He had these splitters, sliders, and picked up a sword. The Rays stung the Yankees 6-4. Shane Baz had 3 1/3 scoreless innings, but only had 1 K and 5 walks. He had his K on this changeup. He faced Marcus Stroman, who had 5 Ks and 5 1/3 innings, giving up 2 earned runs, and had this slider, curveball, and cutter. Kevin Gausman had 5 Ks and 6 2/3 innings. Did give up 4 runs, but they were on a grand slam, so they don't count. As the Blue Jays snuck past the Tigers 5-4. His splitter looked pretty good yesterday. Is this the return of Kevin Gausman back to form? The jury's still out. He faced Kadir Montero, who had 3 Ks and 5 1/3 innings, giving up 5 runs, and had these sliders. The Marlins beat the Mets 4-2. Trevor Rogers had 5 Ks and 4 2/3 innings, giving up 1 earned run, and had this nasty changeup. He faced Christian Scott, who had 4 Ks in 4 innings, giving up 3 runs, and had this slider. Friend of the show, Carson Fulmer, had 3 Ks in 4 2/3 innings, giving up 3 runs as the Angels topped the A's 8-5. He had this sweeper and picked up a sword. He faced Joey Estes, who had 4 Ks in 5 2/3 innings, giving up 2 runs, and had these sweepers. Andrew Heaney had 4 Ks in 5 scoreless innings, giving up only 2 hits as the Rangers grounded the Orioles 3-2. He had the slider and changeup, and he outdueled Dean Kramer, who had 2 Ks in 5 1/3 innings, giving up 3 runs, and had this nasty front door two-seamer. James Paxton had 7 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 3 runs. He had these knuckle curves and fastballs. He faced Cutter Crawford, who had 2 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 6 runs on 5 home runs, and none of them count. But still, the Dodgers beat the Red Sox 9-6.
Well, Ninja, Cutter gave up the dong of the day.
I had a feeling, Will. I had a feeling.
And it goes to our Lord and Savior, Shohei Ohtani, for spanking the ball out of the stadium, 473 here. Just puts perfect wood on it, as Shohei tends to do. Just embarrassed my beloved Red Sox, my boy Cutter, but just a sight to behold. And I got to give a shout out here to Jorge Soler, who actually had the dong of the year with this 478-foot blast. The problem is it took place at Coors Field, and there's always an asterisk there because you can see this dong just looks less impressive than Shohei's spank job.
Yeah, and that would have been off the wall at Dodger Stadium. And you know what? I'm going to give it to this home run counts.
Yeah, I think we're officially counting it, Ninja.
Okay, good. The Mariners sunk the Astros 6-4. Brian Wu had 5 Ks in 5 2/3 innings, giving up 2 runs. As Ric Flair's favorite pitcher had this front door two-seamer, bunch of fastballs, and here's an overlay of his fastball and sweeper. And that sweeper is a problem because he's usually fastball heavy, but you work in that sweeper, and you can see what that could do to hitters. He faced Ronel Blanco, who had a rare below-average outing this year. He had 5 Ks in 5 2/3 innings, giving up 4 runs. He had these sliders, but not a lot of changeups this game, which to me is his best pitch. Michael King had 6 Ks in 7 innings, giving up 2 hits and 1 run. He took a no-hitter pretty deep in this game, and with this stuff, it's no wonder why. He had these dirty changeups, and here's an overlay of his sinker and sweeper. And you can see these things switch places. Michael King is so filthy. He's got some of the best stuff in baseball. The Padres beat the Guardians 2-1. He outdueled Ben Lively, who had 2 Ks in 5 1/3 innings, giving up 2 runs, and had this front door two-seamer. Hayden Birdsong, also known as Mr. Tambourine Man, Will?
Yeah, we can go for it.
Yeah, I mean, we'll do that, even though it's a Bob Dylan song made famous by the Byrds.
Still a bird song.
It's still a
That's what
Bird
matters.
song, 100% is. Hayden, won't you pitch a game for me? He had 12 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 2 runs on only 2 hits. He dominated this game with his curveball. He said he just threw it over and over and over again, and no one could hit it. He had 27 swings and misses. Absolute filth from Hayden Birdsong. He faced Ryan Feltner, who had 6 Ks in 7 innings, giving up 2 earned runs, had these breaking balls, and changeup. I do need to sing it more like Bob Dylan, though. Hey, Mr. Hayden Birdsong.
Well, it was a poetic outing, Dylan-esque, if you will.
I like that. Play a song for me.
It's beautiful.
In the pitcher's duel of the day, Brandon Pfaadt had 7 Ks in 7 scoreless innings, giving up only 1 hit. And these well-placed fastballs, these sinkers, sweepers, changeups, you name it. And he faced Shota Imanaga, who battled with him pitch for pitch. He had 10 strikeouts in 7 innings, giving up only 2 hits and 1 run as the Cubs beat the D-backs 2-1 in 10 innings. Mike Imanaga II had these electric fastballs and painted with it, keeping that elite rise. He really looked electric after this little rest, and also had these splitters, including this Expelliarmus splitter. And you might remember, Shota explained to me how he gets that elite rise from his fastball by not extending his fingers.
Not extending the index finger and the middle finger.
Now to my filthiest relievers. Jose Alvarado had these nasty cutters. Camilo Doval had these filthy sliders. Jeremiah Estrada had this chitter. Ryan Helsley had these dirty sliders. Mark Leiter Jr. had these splitters. Michel Otanez, a Dominican, Shohei Ohtani, He had these sliders and fastballs and picked up 5 Ks in 1 2/3 innings. And Tanner Scott had this 100-mile-an-hour heat and this nasty slider. And he's going to be pitching somewhere else soon. You know it. I know it. I hope the Barlands know it. He's going to be a really good piece for some team. My top 5 filthiest pitches of the day yesterday. At number 5, we have Ryan Yarbrough for these back-to-back very nice curveballs at 69 miles an hour. At number 4, Michael King and his dirty changeups. At number 3, Shota Imanaga and his electric stuff. At number 2, Mr. Tambourine Man, Hayden Birdsong and his curveballs. And at number 1, the man, let's go Lugo, Seth Lugo, complete game, big hat tip to you, filthy stuff, keep it up, my man. And now, my pitching ninja moment of Zen. It's a next level Soto shuffle. Okay, I may have edited this. He was actually running away from a B, and that pitch wasn't coming in. My picks of the day today are a 4-leg same-game parlay plus. I'm going to start out with a same-game parlay of Bryce Miller for 5 Ks or more and Tyler Anderson for 4 Ks or more. And then I'm going to take Tarek Skubal for 6 Ks or more and top it off with Tanner Houck for 6 Ks or more. And then I'm going to add in my 30% profit boost token for any same game parlay or same game parlay plus of 3 legs or more. What would your picks of the day be?